Good morning, everyone. Let us continue with another conventional source of energy, that is petroleum. Petroleum is the second major source of energy after coal, so it is as important as coal, but the formation is different than coal. Now it is very important because it is used as a fuel for heat and lighting, act as a lubricant for machineries, and it is also used as a raw material for a number of manufacturing industries. Now petroleum refineries, they act as nodal industry. Now nodal industry means the main industry on which the other industries are dependent. So petroleum refineries, they are the nodal industry because certain industries like synthetic textile industry, fertilizer and chemical industries are dependent on petroleum refineries. So they are called as nodal industry. Now let us see the occurrence of petroleum. Where does it occurs inside the Earth's surface? So it occurs actually in two forms. One is anticline and second is in the fault trap. So let us first understand the meaning of these two terms. Anticlines means the uplifted part of the earth. Now look at the diagram. This part of the earth is uplifted. So this is called as anticline. And the slope, the downward slope, is called as syncline. So we are talking about anticline. In this anticline, the oil is found. And the second occurrence is in the fault traps. The word fault means cracks. So there are certain weaker part in the Earth's surface which gets cracks, and in these cracks or faults the oil gets trapped. So petroleum occurs in anticline and fault traps. Now before I go further, let us understand the formation of petroleum. How does petroleum form? Now petroleum is actually formed by the living organism, lives under the water. Now what happened when this living organism, they died, they settled at the bottom of the sea. Now this process continues for millions of years. Now the living organism, they buried deep inside the earth in the layers of sand and clay. So in the due course of time, the layer of sand and clay keeps on increasing and it applies a pressure on the dead remains. So with the increase in the temperature and in the absence of oxygen, the dead remains converted into petroleum. So this is how petroleum was formed. Now it is found between the layers of sand and clay. The layers of sand and clay which buried the dead remains deep inside the earth, it converts into the rocks. So petroleum is found in between these rocks and it gets trapped between the layers of rocks. Here you can see different layers of rocks. So in between petroleum is found. So let us know more about this. Oil bearing layer. Oil bearing layer means the layer where petroleum is found. It is a porous rock. So there are porous rocks and there are non-porous rocks. Porous rocks are those rocks which have pores and through which the liquid can pass. And non-porous are those rocks through which liquid does not percolate. So oil bearing layer, it is a porous rock which is made up of limestone or sandstone. So there is a chance that oil may flow down through this layer. But this does not happen because this porous rock is surrounded by, in the top and at the bottom, it is surrounded by layer of non-porous rocks. So in between non-porous rocks, we have this porous rocks which contains oil. So oil gets trapped in this layer. So this is how oil is formed in the anticline. Now this layer of rocks, these two layers, non-porous rocks which surrounds the porous rock, it prevents the oil from rising up and sinking down. So oil remains in between non-porous rocks. The second occurrence which I have told you of petroleum is in fault traps. So wherever weaker parts of the earth is found, cracks develops or fault develops. So in this fault, the oil gets trapped. So oil is formed in the fault traps also. Now petroleum is found floating over the layer of water. We all know that petroleum consists of water also. So water, being the heavier one, sinks down and petroleum floats over the surface of the water as it is lighter than the water. Along with petroleum, due to high temperature, it changes into gas also, which is called as natural gas. So natural gas is also found with petroleum, and it is also very light. So being the lighter one, it is always found above the oil. So above the oil, layer of oil, we always find layer of gas. Now how is it extracted? Oil and gas, they are extracted through the oil wells, which are dug deep inside the earth through a pipeline. So through this pipeline, the oil and the gas is taken outside. So this is how the petroleum occurs inside the earth. So next is natural gas. This is another conventional source of energy. Just now we have talked about natural gas. The process of formation of natural gas is same as of petroleum. The only difference is that it is formed under great pressure and temperature. Now sometimes it is found with petroleum and sometimes it is found without petroleum also. It is one of the cleanest source of energy today, and it is eco-friendly because it emits a very low amount of carbon. So it is considered as the fuel for future. Let's see the uses of natural gas. It is widely used for domestic purpose, and it is used as CNG, that is compressed natural gas, in vehicles and fertilizer industries. They are also using natural gas. Let's talk about the reserves of natural gas in India. Now reserves of natural gas in India are Krishna and Godavari Basin. This is Krishna and Godavari Basin. Then we have Mumbai High. This is Mumbai High in Arabian Sea. And then Andaman and Nicobar. So these are the important reserves of natural gas. Now, if we talk about the oil fields, petroleum fields in India. So the main petroleum fields in India are Mumbai High, again in Arabian Sea. Then we have Ankleshwar, which is very important petroleum field in Gujarat. And then we have Assam. In Assam, we have Digboi, Naharkatia, and this is Moran, Hugrijan. Digboi is the oldest oil field in India. So these are few oil fields and natural gas reserves found in India. So here is a map that shows petroleum deposits again. So India's petroleum production is found in 3 different places. One is Mumbai High. So Mumbai High shares around 63% of oil. This is Mumbai High in Arabian Sea. Then Gujarat shares around 18%. In Gujarat, we have important field like Ankleshwar. And Assam, as I told you earlier also, it constitutes around 16% of petroleum. So these 6 are the important oil fields, Digboi and Naharkatia. This number 1 is Digboi. Don't see the place where number 1 is written. Look at the symbol. Now these 2 places, Digboi and Naharkatia, they are located in Assam. Then we have Mumbai High, which is in Arabian Sea. Basin, another oil field, which is again in Mumbai. Kalol, one of the most important, in Gujarat, and Ankleshwar. So these are the important oil fields in India. Now in continuation with the natural gas, there is one very important pipeline, natural gas pipeline, that is called as HVJ pipeline. HVJ refers to Hazira, Vijaypur, Jagdishpur pipeline. Let's see where are they located. This is Hazira in Gujarat. It connects Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh and then goes to Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. So this long pipeline is called as HVJ pipeline. It covers the length of 1700 kilometers and it links Mumbai High Basin with the fertilizers, power and industrial complex in the western part and in the northern part of the country. Now, it is like an artery. This HVJ pipeline is like an artery because through its route, it connects many other places like Vadodara, Kalol, then Singrauli, Shahjahanpur, Delhi, Gurugram. So, and it provides natural gas along with other things to these places. So that's all about the natural gas. So we have completed with the conventional sources of energy. Only one is left, that is electricity, which will be continuing after few days, because now from tomorrow you will be having a short break till 15th May. We'll be resuming the classes after 15th May, and now you have enough time to go through the videos again and again and clarify your doubts and also to complete your work. So again I say, if you have any doubt, any queries, please feel free to ask. Thank you.